we'll just do it live. But I'll probably post a video when I get a chance of the video clips of me installing this thing. But one thing that I have wanted in my F-150, the only thing that, you know, I didn't like in it that would make me want to upgrade the truck has been the Sync 2 touchscreen navigation system that just, you know, outdated. Back when it was new, it was probably awesome. However, I've had Android Auto and used Google Maps and stuff in other vehicles. I had spent some money on our 2013 Grand Caravan to pull the Uconnect stereo out and chuck it and install a Kenwood high-end system that had Android Auto in it. And once you get used to that, just hitting the button, and it's now talking to Google, the big brother sack of shit it is. But you know, using it instead of Uconnect was awesome. You know, using your maps out of your phone and everything from your phone that you use came up in that stereo. So that was awesome. And then we sold that van, and then we haven't had that. The wife now is driving a Grand Cherokee, and it actually has Android Auto. How much of that she uses, I don't know. But anyway, so this F-150 is a 2015. I got it slightly used because, you know, it still was expensive, but, you know, it wasn't $65,000, 70 something now for the new ones to get a Platinum with all-wheel drive modes and stuff like that. So I was gonna look at upgrading the maps, which is done so on an SD card, but pain in the ass. You're supposed to buy them, or people were selling hacked copies, I think, or you could buy them or find it on the internet. It was a pain in the ass, but I'm like, you know, somebody's got to make an upgrade for these things. So I looked before. Anyway, I looked again, and I went to eBay, and there actually were some ads for Sync 3.4 systems to work on Sync 2 vehicles. So I just read some reviews, watched some videos. That's what did it, because the reviews are kind of questionable, but I watched videos. They said, yeah, they come from China or whatever, but they are actually what they put in the vehicles. They're pretty much official or whatever. I watched videos of them being installed, and you know how they worked. I go, well, that's legit. So I went ahead and ordered me one. It said it was going to take weeks to direct ship from China, so I was supposed to get it on like August 15th approximately, but then it said you're going to probably get a little earlier than that. And then yesterday, all of a sudden, it says it's going to come August 3rd. I'm like, what the hell? And then later on, I noticed it must have been delivered because the kids brought it in before it even told me on eBay that it had arrived. So I'll probably post a video later of the clips I took of me taking it apart, but basically you just take this part off, this front off, or just unsnap everything. And it varies on models. This one's one of the easiest ones. And then you pop this out with the tools they give you. And you're going to take this out and put this new USB connector in there. I think it's like USB 2 or 3 or whatever connector. So, and then that's it. And then the only other, everything plugs and plays. You just take this, the screen comes with like a module. You just take your brackets and put it on there, plug it in. Plug in the same cables down there. I just have to add a different GPS sensor, which I put up there. They tell you to put it up in the corners up there. I don't know why. Oh, I forgot to take this down for my kid. But it just pretty much plug and play. The instructions came with a USB to OBD2 connector saying to either use ForeScan if you know how to use it, which I have ForeScan, or use the software they had, and they wanted to remote in to like reconfigure your vehicle to tell it what options you have. Well, luckily in the ad, the guy says, if you give me your VIN number when you buy this, we'll program it for your options. So evidently he did, because it seems like every option that I have is working. You know, it had the seat stuff is up in here, as you can see here, steering wheel, all that stuff. So right now you can see that it was playing. Look, actually start playing with it. Look, the phone asleep. I was watching a YouTube video or listening to it earlier. But I'm going to show you just regular Bluetooth mode, which is the way the other system worked the same.
Oh yeah.
The black woman?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, she went out to the car and got a nigga.
That sounded like it sounded like he said something else, but anyway, I was just listening to YouTube podcast basically. But I could already do that with the other system. So here's the cool thing: you take the USB cable. This came with a wireless adapter for CarPlay. Supposedly it'll do it with Android too, but I couldn't get it to work. But you know what? You're gonna want to charge your phone anyway, so there's no point in doing the wireless thing when even on our other system I wanted to just plug it in. So if you just plug it in, which you're gonna want to charge it anyway, just plug it in and drop the phone in there. I haven't done it since anyway. Whoop, and there it goes. It went back and brought up Amazon Music. There's my Google Maps. You see how fast that worked. There's Amazon Music, which was the last thing I was using. There's Bon Jovi. It's gonna have my Google Maps. It's way faster. The other one was so slow. Get back to forward with that. YouTube Music, which I probably have to go in there and set it up. Please sign in. That's why I got to turn on the YouTube app and sign in. I haven't signed in months. Even as Gaia GPS, which is what I use on my Can-Am, seems like that even comes on here and it shows where I'm at. So Amazon Music, YouTube, phone, a couple things I don't care. Calendar, I don't know what's Plex, which I might have to do some setup, some messages. I'm not gonna go in there because that's gonna have people's names and everything. VK, what would VK be doing? VK does have music. Voice, I can use my Google Voice through it. My other phone number, Skype, Plex. I figure that's gonna be for Plex Music. It just did this, which I probably need to get my Plex all established. Every once in a while you have to kind of go through settings on that stupid thing every once in a while, so it'll probably work once I get that set up. But it's pretty much, it is Android Auto. Oh, Plex just popped up on me. So music, my music. This is going to be, I don't know how to do it, really. Might have to do it this way. So Plex, okay, yeah, playlists. Recently played. Cute name. Let's see what happens there, see if it gets anything. Nope, I haven't been using it for music. Download, nope, downloaded, that's stuff I recently added. No items. I haven't added any music. I don't know how to queue up. Recently played. It's probably this button. I probably need to set it up in the phone first, and then it would be working. But I haven't been using my Plex. But this would be music in my server that I run at my house for Plex. That's working. So let me check what the messages are saying. This truck is 2015, so the whole point is it had Sync 2, and Sync 2 compared to today's standards sucks. I didn't even use the navigation was outdated. Like, so when I drove to like Las Vegas again, there's a whole section of Las Vegas where from the dam on for like 20-30 miles, they've relocated the interstate, and it says you're off road when you're not, because it's just a new road and you have to change the SD card to update your maps. And I had an A6 and they're currently on A13 for the SD cards, just to show how outdated mine was. So Josh B says custom OS. No, this is upgraded. It's a stock Ford system. It's just a newer Ford, probably from like 2017 and up or whatever. Until you get to the new humongous touch screens that are like 10-inch or 12-inch or whatever ridiculous. This is still an 8-inch, which is, it's still a nice touch screen. I had the Sync 2, which it just had Bluetooth and it had shitty navigation. So now I have, you know, oops, go back. I have Google Maps. And I think if you just talk here, this now should be Google. And I'm using a different phone to stream, so that's why my personal phone's connected as Android Auto. So I think I could just hit this button and do Google since the Android Auto is plugged in. So I should be able to say, let me look for a gas station or fast food near me. Let's do that.
There's Del Taco 0.9 miles away.
From the Ford button.
There?
So it's, nah.
All right, how about Wendy's 1.5 miles away?
Nope, let me just hit something. So you could just do it, or you could just talk to it. So it's full on Android Auto in the truck now. Notifications, which I'm not gonna hit because I probably have the wife sending me some dumb message or something. It's all on there. So those newer huge touchscreens look like crap. They're different, you know. But if I unplug this, it's going to go to the stock system. But the stock system, guess what? It has a much faster, better navigation. The sync to find a street address, you have to say, you're in Arizona, right? And if you change states, you have to change states, dude. Which I think you might still have to with this, but you couldn't just say the whole address. Like, you had to say what the street name was. Then you had to go in reverse order and then do the address last. It was bullshit. So let me try, see what this does. Navigation. This is stock.
Navigation. Please say a command like find an address or find a place.
Find a place. So it's not going to be as quick as Google Maps.
Please say a line number, next page, or say none of those.
None of those.
Please say the line number.
Let me get out of there.
Please say the line number.
It misunderstood whatever I said there, but I'm pretty sure you can't, like, navigation. Like quick.
Navigation. Please say a command like find an address.
Find a gas station near me. Maybe you can skip all that. See what happens.
Please say a line number or say none of those.
None of those. What the hell? That's not even my state, you whore. So I guess it's still a whore. I punched in something before, and it brought it up to find us. Like if you just go to navigation, yeah, so you gotta go nav, which we're in, and it's the how would you do it? Point of interest. Oops, I don't want to put that in there. Hold on. I do not know how to use this yet. But I know when I did this, you can hit, you know, I punched in the street address and it worked. It actually worked fine yesterday, and I tried it once real quick. But obviously, I'm not going to be using that. I'm going to be putting, like, plug this cable into the phone, and it's going to be Google, and then you're going to be like, quick trip near me, and it's just gonna fucking go.
There's a quick trip 12 miles away. Navigate to that one?
Nah, cancel.
Got it. How about the one 12 miles away?
Back to it. So the music, like I said, there's from Amazon Music. The music services are all in there, even my Plex if I get it set up. So Del Taco's a lot better here in Georgia than Taco Bell. There's some better stuff about Del Taco. I think I like the Taco Bell tacos taste almost a little better, maybe. But Del Taco has these freaking, I don't know, shelled like ones with some actual like carne asada now. Oh man, with cheese. It's cheese crisp basically wrapped around a carne asada meat. Those are good. Somebody else says Del Ghetto when no Del Taco is around. So it looks like we have opposing views between Josh and Kingpins. But anyway, I'm actually at a job site, and the other guy went to go get some stuff. We're kind of just going through some assisting some people and some kits for some units. So I got a little bit more work to do, but he had to go get something else, and I'm up by Anthem right now. Their Chinese looks like real. Oh, their Chinese. My eyes are bad. Their cheese looks like real cheese, this message says. Taco Bell has a white powder all over it. Yeah. Oh yeah, it does. It does seem more like real cheese at Del Taco, doesn't it? Yep. Del Taco has pretty tasty burgers. Oh, and Del Taco didn't have Dr. Pepper and stuff for a long time. They had Mr. Pibb, which is okay. But now when I have them, like Mr. Pibb, I go, we don't have Mr. Pibb. I'm like, we have Dr. Pepper. I'm like, fuck. Because for years I kept asking for Dr. Pepper and they didn't have it. Now they do. Their fries are good, dude. Yes, I love those crinkle cut fries if they're fresh. They're good. Definitely. So, anyway, oh, I can go back. So the Ford button is to get you back into the Ford menu, and then you have the Ford apps, which I haven't put in yet. You have the climate stuff, which works. See, it turned it on. Turn it off. It turns it off up there. Oh, that's to move it down there. Yep. Anyway. General. Language, temperature measurement, touchscreen beep. Automatic update systems. Sync. Oh, about sync. I should have 3 point something. 3.4. Right there. Yep. And system updates. I think I'm updated, but you could connect this to the internet somewhere in here, right here. And if I've turned on my hotspot, it would be on the internet. So for whatever updates or whatever, probably. I'm wondering. Of course, it wouldn't work probably unless you had the internet all the time, or maybe some sort of service. But there's something called Forward Pass that's on the newer F-150s. This is interfacing to the body control module, so technically could it do what Forward Pass does? I had installed the app when I got the truck and then realized I do not have that level of system where you can like do stuff through the app on the phone. Oh, my button guy got here. So my truck does have ambient lighting, so these lights, they're not on, but all these LEDs hidden in here, they're like, I have them set for blue, but you can change them to whatever color. So I have them set for blue. When you open the door, they turn red. It's pretty cool. But anyway, I'm gonna cut it. Got somebody here now. Catch you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe anybody that's new, and I'll probably upload a video how I installed it later. Catch you later. Bye. Why'd you bring something?